What's cracking, y'all? This is I guess you would call it impromptu live. Um, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of people to come in. You know, hold on for a second. Okay, so what's going on with the YouTube world out there? Everybody doing good out there? Yeah, I gonna have to excuse me. I'm multitasking right now. Yeah, I'm multitasking, y'all. So if I get a little quiet, that's why. Just wait for people to come up in here. Whoever up, come on in. You know, like I said, this is an impromptu live, so don't really have anything planned. I was actually going to go. Well, really, I really wasn't going to go live again until Thursday. Um, I got something. I'm cooking up something special. So it's going to be a very special live on Thursday. So I'll speak more on that later. What's going on, Lonnie? You know, so like I said, this is an impromptu live. So you know, ain't nothing special going on tonight. Just you know, want to chop it up, chop game, fuck the bullshit. I might even be a little petty because that's just in my nature to be petty. I can't help it. I try not to. I really try. But you know, so sometimes the pettiness becomes overwhelming, and you just got to do it. So you know, so but it's okay to be petty. It's okay to be petty. Just you know, make sure that if you do be petty, make sure it's funny. You know, you know how sometimes when somebody's trying to be petty or trying to crack a joke or whatever, and then everybody's just standing around just like, are we supposed to laugh at that? Was that supposed to be petty? Because that I didn't, you know. But of course, you got your different types of petty. You got your funny petty. You got your revenge petty. You got your uh, I'm just gonna tear you up on the inside petty. You know what I'm saying? So there's basically what I'm saying is there's many levels to pettiness. You know, and as long as nobody gets hurt, be as petty as you want, people. Be as petty as you want. You know, shout out to my man Steph Curry, who proclaims himself the petty king. You know, I give him that. I give him that, even though I believe I'm the petty king. But you know what I'm saying, I'm willing to share. I'm a sharing kind of guy. I like to share. You know. Well, let me rephrase it. I like to share sometimes, depending on what it is. Oh, Lonnie, you know good and well, you wish you had Steph Curry on your team. If you had Steph on your team right now with that squad around him, oh shit. Oh man, that would be sick. I ain't gonna lie, that would be sick. I share everything but my woman, man. That's big facts, right there. Cause I definitely ain't sharing mine. You know, I'm not into that. You have her this day or this week, and I get her next week. Nah, we ain't playing that. I'll bust a motherfucker upside his head. Shit, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We we ain't doing no indecent proposals around here. You feel me? You not like Kevin Gates? Hell no, I ain't like Kevin. Hey, yeah, hey, cuz nasty as hell though. Cuz hella nasty. Cuz is hella fucking nasty. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn. I'd be like, I know he did not just say that. But he do got bars. He does spit his shit. You know, he just I think Kevin Gates needs to start up his own like his own sex line for the what you call them? What's that shit they be the you know the 50 Shades of Grey shit. He should open up a line like that because when Cuz get to talk about his sexcapades, oh, and that Beyonce line. I mean, anybody say they want to do anything with that nasty pussy, shit. as, as Yuckmouth would say, I cool. I ain't messing with that. Yeah, I got this old school WCW Nitro on right now from '98. Made me feel hella old. Damn, shit. A nigga was like 19 years old when this shit aired. Shit. Hell, I said I get Beyonce pregnant. Ah, Lonnie, you nasty. Nah, hey, shit. On everything. I I smash her sister, Solange. Cause you know what they say about the younger sisters. You know, the sister could be a bad one, but the younger sister, man, yeah. And she's willing to go that extra length too. Not that I'm advocating this. I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying. Oh, hey, Lonnie. A quick side note though. So I'm looking at the video, right? And you know what video I'm talking about. And I can clearly see somebody was getting attacked. Oh man. And you know what the funny thing about it too is, Lonnie? I would have never even seen it had it not just popped up in front of my face. Like I'm literally looking for something else, and I couldn't tell you what the hell I was looking for now. But I was literally looking for something else, and that shit popped up in my face. I was like, oh hell no. Like somebody playing a bad joke right now, or somebody playing a joke and it ain't funny. Take your pick. You know. Oh, hey, as a matter of fact, hey, like I'm gonna holler at you about that offline. Speaking of shit popping up in front of my face. See now, okay, Lonnie. I agreed. I wasn't gonna. I said I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not finna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. But don't text me and ask me no question like that. And I clearly said what I said. Oh my goodness. You see, people gonna learn. They can learn the easy way or they can learn the hard way. But they gonna learn. Hey, a little advice in case y'all didn't know this already. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, throw something at y'all. Simple, basic concepts of life. Don't take people's kindness for weakness, and don't use a situation to manipulate something that ain't got nothing to do with it, just to try to get something accomplished in some weird way. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Oh, y'all gonna have to excuse me for a quick second. Okay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? When people stick their neck out for you, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Cause nobody ain't gotta stick their neck out for you under any circumstance. You know what I'm saying? But they do that out of the kindness of their heart. You know what I'm saying? And then when you do that, and then and then get lied to on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. I may be new to the YouTube streets, but I ain't new to life. You know what I'm saying? Some sometimes, you know, I try to give the benefit of the doubt, but them days is over. Ain't no more benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I got good people. I got good people around me that if I miss something, they're gonna pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And let me know. Or they're gonna give me a heads up just to, you know, be on the lookout in case something pops up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about anybody out here on this fucking internet. Okay. Um, but when you come over here and we establish some type of friendship, and then you go against that friendship, I can't have nothing to do with you no more. I don't need to explain myself. I don't need to say why, because what's known, or I should say, was already known, or what should already be known, doesn't need to be explained. I done wasted enough energy. So I'm not explaining anything to anybody. If you don't know already, you can go ask somebody else. I'm not telling you. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all gonna learn though. You know what I'm saying? People been learning already. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Don't fuck with my people on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because the real ones stick together, and you see where the fake ones are at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could be very petty and say, yeah, people got more subscribers than me, but what they views looking like? What they views looking like? You know what I'm saying? I'm eating niggas right now on these views. And motherfuckers been out longer than me. And I'm eating niggas on views already. So at the end of the day, I really don't really give a fuck about y'all. You know what I'm saying? I give a fuck about the ones that I met, the ones that I've established a friendship, a rapport. You know what I'm saying? And we watch each other's backs out on these, you know what I'm saying, YouTube streets, and just in life in general. You know what I'm saying? So just just for future um just for the future, y'all need to realize I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Okay? So the fact that I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, when you come over here with caution. Because if you don't, we eat niggas. You feel me? We eat niggas up. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Now, with that being said, I got all kinds of messages popping off. See, you know. Oh, but yes, let me go ahead and throw out some plugs real quick. Um, make sure if you haven't done it already, go over there, subscribe to my other channel, Smoked Out Sports with J Militant. We gon' we gonna get this thing cracking this weekend. Um, Uh, there's a lot of football content. There's a lot of football content out there, and I'm gonna be coming with that on my other channel. Um, now Thursday is my homeboy C Day. He passed away. He passed away like 3 years ago. Um, so I wanted to do something in honor of him. I have some other things working in the background, but I want to I want the world to know my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So, where I go, he goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rock. You know what I'm saying? So y'all y'all gonna get a nice history lesson. You know what I'm saying? I got some of the homies supposed to be sliding through too. So y'all gonna get a nice good history lesson. You know what I'm saying? As well as y'all gonna get to know the man that I call my brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good time. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a real good time. Um, what else? Oh yeah. Shout out to CB420. Um, if y'all wasn't on my live yesterday, well, I guess it'd be 2 days ago now. Um, we were talking about having a smokeathon. Thanks to Jimbo, who just wanted to instigate the shit. Shout out to Jimbo, because I know he's gonna watch this on the replay. So I gotta talk my shit real quick. So yeah, that's something that's cooking in the works. So you know what I'm saying, all you smokeaholics, come on and tap in for that. Um, Now the only thing, I don't know if we're gonna do it on her channel or if we're gonna do it on my channel. Um, or we might um we we might split the time. Like, she goes so many hours, and then we transfer over to come to mine, or start on mine and do so many hours, and you know what I'm saying. So this is little details we gotta work out, but we'll get it done. That'll be something fun to do. Um, is there anything else? No, those are the only things so far that is coming up. So stay on the tune for that. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to CB420. You know what I'm saying? She got good content over there. Um, uh, Make sure y'all go and sub up to J Coffee Talk. Make sure y'all go sub up to Let's Talk About It. Um, y'all go sub up to Alani, just because he love y'all. um, uh, Make sure y'all go sub up to AZ Runction. You know what I'm saying? He got that channel. If y'all want that call out, y'all want to get down with that. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with him. Who else? I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, hold on, y'all. Got more messages coming in. Oh, my bad, y'all. Just one. It's just one of them nights. It's one of them nights. Oh, draw the link. Okay. Give me 1 second, Lonnie. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm about to drop the link now. I'm about to hold up. What's going on, Lonnie?
Oh, what's cracking, Craccin?
Oh man, no much. I got this. I've been getting these other messages from somebody else.
Oh man, whatever.
Yeah, it's been one of them nights.
It's all good. It was all good just a week ago.
Yeah, a week ago, week ago.
Oh,
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, what's
all
going on with you though?
right. Oh, you know what I'm doing at work. That's it.
Uh, hey, you mean you kicking it?
Yeah, I'm kicking it. Kicking
Yeah.
it. About to go on break
Yes.
though. That's good. Fuck.
Oh, okay. But yeah, yeah, that was some crazy ass shit. And they gonna sit there and text me just a few minutes ago. Oh man. Hey, like, what's wrong with these people?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But sometimes it's better just not to give them no shine at all.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm just like this shit. uh, like, why you even gonna text me and ask me, "Hey, do I want to talk?" when I clearly said what I said?
That's it. Sometimes people want to feel a little special.
You know, kind of like after I told you about them Golden State Warriors and about them 49ers, you know.
Nah, you don't, man. I'm telling you, we coming this year. If the
No,
Pelicans
I
get
see ya.
it, We about to
Uh,
be in.
I want I want y'all in the dance.
Hey, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. I can't wait, man. I miss basketball season.
Man, hey, you know what's crazy? It seemed like it went by hella fast this year.
Man, I'm one of them people that I watch all 82 of my team games.
Yeah, yeah. I try to catch every game. Um, but the only reason why I don't is because I'm not paying for that package.
Oh no,
And
I have to put you on. I definitely got the app where you can get it for free.
oh shoot, yeah, I need that because this is a fucked up thing, right? So I mean, I understand contracts and markets and all that, but I'm literally just in Sacramento where y'all show Giant games, A's games, Sharks games, all kinds of Bay Area sports games, but they do not show Warriors games. I'll get the pregame and the postgame. I mean, the good thing is though, with them having the success that they do have, shoot, they're on national TV more than a little bit.
Man, I haven't missed a Pelican game in like 3 years.
That's dedication right there.
Cause I definitely stream them all. Cause
Oh well, yeah.
I
Oh,
feel fuck.
oh no, I feel you. And that's the thing, because we got that NBC. It's the NBC Sports uh, Bay Area channel app, right? And that way, if you're out of town, out of market, whatever, you can stay in tune and watch the Warrior games, right? They ain't even fucking with me on that.
Shit, here you had to be the only way you can catch it is on Valley Sports. If you're in the like in the radius of the Pelican Stadium or whatever, you had to watch it on Valley Sports. Now if you was outside the radius, you could buy the NBA thing, the NBA package.
Uh huh.
But being in the area of the team, you gotta have it on Valley Sports. And the only way you could get Valley Sports last year was you either had to have Cox cable or you had to have AT&T cable. It wasn't on YouTube TV. None of them. The only two you could do is you either had Cox or AT&T. And if you didn't have them two, you couldn't watch the game.
Right.
So I was just streaming all year, all like the last 2 years. Well, they just signed a new deal with Bally's, and they're supposed to come out with like a package so you can pay monthly and you be able to watch the games if you're in the area.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay them. I'd rather just steal.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you see, and the NBA now compared to baseball, football, and hell, shit, I'll even throw in hockey. It seems like their TV deals are a lot better than the NBA's TV deals because, like, like I just mentioned, I'm out of the Bay Area market, but I still get the Giants and the A's games on TV without having to stream it.
Which I get it though, cause like say Bally Sports gave them fucking say give them 10 million a year to cover 82 games.
Yeah.
They gotta recover it somehow. If they only on two different types of cable packages, like how they gonna recover it?
All right. Right. Exactly. You
But
know, and,
yeah,
yeah, and you would think that they would try to have like as much Warrior games shown out here, anyways. Because I mean, who really wants to watch the Kings?
but the Kings don't need to lose money neither, so they gotta try to keep the fans interested in the Kings too.
Yeah, they doing a very good job at that.
But they ain't hit the playoffs in 20 years.
They I just seen that rookie had won the summer league most valuable player.
Huh. But To
I'm
me,
like, uh-huh,
if a TV is in market, so like I think it's like 20 miles like within the radius of the fucking stadium.
uh-huh.
That team's basketball game should be on the free antenna channel.
Mm. Old school antenna.
Well, so you don't even have to pay for anything. Your motherfucker hooked up an antenna, they can watch it, just like with NFL. With the NFL on Thanksgiving, you put that bitch on the antenna, you can catch that bitch on Sundays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big
By,
facts.
by you putting it on a fucking behind a paywall, you're killing a lot of your audience.
That is true.
So
You
you want
know,
to be invested in your team that's within the like so many miles of the stadium, so they go to games and do all that shit. But then you make it to where they can't watch the game,
right.
and if they never watch the game, they never gonna give a fuck about it.
Yeah, because it was a lot easier back in the day, what I'm saying, to watch the games because, all the contracts and stuff wasn't like a real big thing then.
But that's how they got the players to get paid so much money. The TV deal
Oh, yeah.
with them. So like, but still, like Gail Benson owns the Pelicans and the Saints. She also
Uh-huh.
owns the Fox 8 like regular TV station over here. So I was wondering like, if you own a television station that's on like regular TV and you got a basketball team,
Right.
how to get your basketball team on your station to where you can get it out to the people.
That would make sense.
Because
That
like
would make perfect sense.
when you look at us, like we're in New Orleans, they don't have another basketball team besides you got Houston, you got Memphis, but like from New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama, and like the top of Florida don't have anybody.
No.
So
No, I
really,
really don't.
all that area should be broadcasted for like those games, so you can build your fan base. I don't know what they doing. Crazy. Like,
Man, that
I
is.
V could have had trouble catching the Pelican game.
Oh, who?
Orange Beach, right there in Alabama.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for real.
That's not that far. Like 3 hours. I had trouble catching the Pelican game.
Yeah, because I didn't even think about that. But like, yeah, you is right because that whole area right there it doesn't it's not bad. I mean, you could throw your college teams in there, but when it comes to football and the South, yeah, it's not quite up there.
But that's why when you look, a lot of those places like Mississippi, Alabama, and like Destin, Pensacola, all of that in the top of Florida, a lot of that Saints fans because it's the
Right.
closest team to them. A lot of them are Saints fans. So like if
Yeah,
with football, you would think they would try to capitalize that with the basketball.
right.
Oh, it's coming. If Zion does what they thought he was gonna do coming out of college in the next couple of years, oh yeah. Well, my wife's gonna be upset though. We're talking about that the other day.
Wow.
Cause we used to catch like the last year AB was here. Me and her went to every home game the Pelicans had that year.
Oh, okay.
That was like 41 home games that year. Well, every year I try to catch about like uh, now that I'm working nights again, I try to catch at least like 5, maybe 6 games a season, all on the weekend home games, whatever. With them being as good as I think they're about to be, the price of the tickets is gonna be crazy. So I told like we might only catch.
Woo. You already know.
I'm like you, and he's like, man, fuck. It's like we're gonna have a good team, but we ain't gonna hit as many games because of the price.
Man, Man, look, and you know what's fucked up. So before the Warriors was this championship juggernaut, them tickets was still hella high, and they was in Oakland. They weren't even in San Francisco. They was in Oakland, and them tickets was still hella high when they was garbage.
Bro, you know what my
Now,
season ticket was?
how
I
much
had
were
I had two season tickets.
they? Uh
And it was the first row in the corner of the stadium. It was the first row of the second level. So like you had
huh.
nobody in front of you, and the next seat behind you was it was like a 3 foot step up for like the handicap seat. So it was literally like a single row by yourself. So like
Oh, okay.
you had room in that on that little area, but it was the first row of the top level, and I paid I think it was 2,400 a season for two tickets.
Oh, oh, that's not bad.
Nuh-uh. And then you could break it down into eight payments. So it was like for 8 months I paid 300 a month.
Oh, okay.
So then like you didn't have to pay it all at once. Like
Oh, for real? Oh, that's what's up.
yeah, you can break it down to 8 different payments. And as long as you already on that, you can do it right now. So like I just didn't want to do it because the way I'm working now, I miss so
Oh,
many. But like I kind of miss having season tickets. And then it was like 400. It was like 2,400 a season, but that was included with the parking pass.
oh,
Like I can get down there and park and everything.
dang. And they threw in the parking pass.
Yeah,
Shit. Something like that out here, man. You're paying over 2 grand for it.
yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like I said, season tickets in NBA season like 2,400 hours, and it's 41 games.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
yeah.
games.
That's hella good.
Man, we was going down there like I remember that year something happened and we winded up like wound up having 3 games, 3 nights in a row. It's like something crazy happened that year. And it was 3 home games, 3 nights in a row. We went to all three of them.
Back to back, back to back to back.
Yeah, back to back to back.
Woo, woo. That's that crazy NBA schedule.
Yeah, like I forgot what it was, the reason why it happened. But like I'm telling you, and then like if they with the way Gentry was playing them that last year, that fast
Uh
paced no
huh.
defense shit, if they scored
Oh
over points, Raven Kane gave away free fries with a ticket. Man, I hit Kane on my way home every night.
yeah.
I'm gonna get my
Hey, for real. Like, pay up. I'm coming to get my shit.
yeah. In fact, I emailed the general manager because I tried going in there one day and it was like, "Oh, we can't give it to you with the digital ticket. The ticket's on the phone."
Uh
Yeah, I had it
huh.
straightened out. Well, because they said what
Uh
one was they was going in there with the digital ticket on the phone
huh.
and they was hitting multiple canes. Because the day after you get free fries. So they would hit one, then they would hit the other one. Oh, you know,
Hey, you can't get mad when when you got good luck. Pay up.
yeah, that's my problem.
You know what I'm saying? You guys wanted the advertisement because you was trying to, figure like, okay, if we advertise this, we'll get more people in the building to come and watch the games. Okay, cool. But make sure that when people win, you pay them up.
I mean, I got free fries. Like I'm telling you, that used to be our stop. I mean, hold on, okay.
Oh yeah.
But
Hey, them game fries be hella good.
I'm talking about the one that you had to hit canes, like Raising Canes, the fast food. Like
Oh yeah. Yeah, as a matter of fact, they just built a Canes out in Oakland. They just had their grand opening this past weekend, I want to say.
They've been around here forever, man. They started around here
Oh
20,
yeah, so
20 something years ago.
yeah, you already know all the Southern folks out there that's in the Bay Area, like, oh shoot.
And his first location was right there by LSU.
Okay. Oh, I know the college students was eating that shit up.
Yeah, that was the first location he had, was right there by LSU.
Sure.
Now he's the
Uh,
fastest growing fast food company like in America for sure.
that's what I was hearing.
That boy is crazy.
Hey, that's hey, you know what? Sure, that would be a good stock to get into. Are are they publicly funded,
I don't
or
know.
is it
I just know
because
Todd Graves or whatever. He got money, you know.
yeah, yeah, because if you busting chain if you busting restaurants like that across the country, you know what I'm saying? Especially opening up out of here in California.
It's crazy because like his menu ain't nothing crazy. Like it's chicken fingers, French fries, and it's like all the same shit. And I mean, he just got it. It works.
Oh yeah,
Crazy. Like ain't
yeah,
nothing crazy. He ain't never changed that menu.
yeah. And sometimes that's all you need. You don't need to do anything crazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You just keep it simple, keep it basic, because when you think about it, people are gonna show up regardless. It's fast food. You know what I'm saying? So people are gonna show up regardless.
And I tell you this, my ticket rep that I used when I had season ticket, he sent me
Uh
the other day trying to get me to get my tickets back.
huh. Ah, like, hey, what's up with them tickets?
I just won't do it because I'm working nights. If I was working days, I would do it.
Right.
That shit was fucking fun. You know, I always love going to the damn game.
Hell yeah, shoot.
I like to do it.
Man, them basketball games be lit.
The only thing too is like when you go to the games like that, you miss a lot of the other games.
Yeah.
Cause like you can catch back-to-back games on TV, but when you're going to the game, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, because like the only way you could really keep track of the other games is if you watch the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying, up top or whatever. You know, like oh, what's the score in that game? What's the score of that? You know what I'm saying? And that ain't no fun.
But I tell you, this, I became with the Smoothie King Arena down here. I'm a professional.
Oh, like that.
I'm a professional going to that stadium. I know how I can get there with my eyes closed. I know how to get like beat traffic back across the river. I know how to get out that stadium with my eyes closed. I've been to so many damn games.
Yeah.
Like when you go to 42 games in 1 year, like you learn all the little stairwells and hit and everything.
You know, it's on some real shit though. You you said something that was that knowing how to get up out of the stadium, because you know when when the game is over,
Yeah,
trying to get up out of that parking lot or just getting out of the stadium. First of all, that's the first job. But then trying to get out of that parking lot afterwards. Sheesh.
and not get caught in traffic.
Oh,
It's crazy
don't
'cause
even get me started on the traffic.
for years I parked in the parking lot that's like closer to my side of the river when I could go over the river
Uh-huh.
over there. For years
Oh yeah.
I parked like closer to my way. But when I had got my Pelican season tickets, they put me in the parking lot. It was on the other side of the stadium. First, I was mad.
Oh,
I had to fight the traffic like all the way around the stadium to get home.
right.
But like I didn't know that they got like a little side street you hit right there, and it's got an on ramp. You jump back on the interstate, man. I never park on the other side anymore.
Man, nah, I feel you. That shit crazy, man. Them parking lots. Whoo, headache. Hey, CB420, what's going on? I was just talking about you not too long ago. I was talking about that smokeathon we was talking about the other day.
What's good, CB?
Ah, bam, that's what I'm talking about. This what I'm talking about.
Hey,
This what I'm talking about.
good morning, gentlemen.
What's going
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just woke up a little while ago. How are you guys?
on? Shit, I work nights, so I'm always up at night. In the morning, shift
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
What
a
about
night
you,
guy.
Jay?
I'm a night guy.
is
Oh,
night guy.
yeah, it's still early there, huh? It's 4:19. Oh
Uh,
shit! I only got 1 minute. I gotta roll it up.
sure. I already got my two rolled up now.
Oh, I got half of one right here. I'll just back that up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only
I have weird sleeping hours.
it's
I
three.
got a whole like maybe 3 hours of sleep, but that's okay. I'm good.
Yeah, you know what? I woke up this morning. I woke up early this morning, and I was going to the bathroom, and I went to check my phone, and I seen you was live, so I went over to your live real quick, and I was gonna say something, and my ass ended up going right back to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
you needed
I
the
was
sleep
hella high
though.
last night. Huh?
You needed the sleep.
Oh, I did. I was woo. I was hella tired, and I was hella high last night.
Can't be mad at that. At least you got your
Yeah.
sleep. That's good.
Well, I got a couple hours. I didn't get much sleep.
Hey, better than nothing, man. I'll take the 3 hours I got and be happy with it. Shit, it's better than nothing.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll take it anywhere I can get it.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah, I
hold
just
on. Let me
popped on here and
rephrase
seen
that.
you was live. I popped in the comments real quick and I'm like, oh, there's a link. I'm like, fuck
Oh
these
yeah.
comments.
Oh yeah. This is a impromptu live. So it ain't nothing really like on the table. Just kicking it.
Anything goes, huh?
Yeah.
Lonnie got real quiet.
I'm still here.
Okay.
I ain't never.
All
I'm always on some bullshit.
I know.
yeah. A lot of you over there thinking thinking about that ass kicking that the Saints is going to get this upcoming season.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
I ain't worried about that.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's it. If he can get it together, we'll be all right. He's scared.
Who's scared?
No, James Winston scared.
What do you say, Jay?
James Winston.
Yeah. Oh, Jameson, Mr.
Oh.
Florida State,
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Average Florida State, I should say.
The crab claw.
Gotcha.
The crab. Hey, hey, what y'all think about that shit?
He was talking.
That motherfucker was stealing crab. That shit was hella funny. I was dead.
What the hell? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was. This is when he was still in college. I definitely want to say this was like his last year too, and he went and stole some damn crab.
There's a lot of people around here that go into like Stop and Shop or whatever, and them like frozen bags of shrimp. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
We still gotta set up a smokeathon.
Yeah, I was talking about that. I was talking about that at the like in the middle of the live so far. I was talking about that.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. We gotta figure that. We'll figure out a day
Oh
sometime
yeah,
soon.
exactly. You
I'm
know.
about to have to take my ass to the store
Uh-oh.
Uh
You gotta make sure you got enough.
at 4:30 in the morning.
oh.
Well, I could just go across the street to 7-Eleven, or if I can wait till 6, the gas station across the street, I can go there. I live on a main road, so there's stores everywhere. That
Oh,
7-Eleven literally take me 2 seconds just run across the street.
going on over to 7-Eleven. We got everything
Mhm.
that you need.
Thank you, come again.
Thank you, my friend.
Make sure you come again. Nah, them people's cool, but yeah, that is how it goes down over there. Well, the
yeah.
owner is like that. The workers not so much.
Right. Shit, I was there earlier tonight. I'm at the register and I just happen to look outside. I see a gang of sheriffs come pulling up into the parking lot. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I go outside. It's like seven fried pieces of bacon outside.
What?
And I'm like,
Oh,
hey,
okay,
I just, yeah, I was like, hey, I just need to know if I can go right here because y'all not gonna get me with that.
Right?
Trying to interrupt the investigation. Nah,
Yeah,
fuck
you're
that.
gonna get me with shit.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Shit,
blame you.
yeah, because they will be quick to do that shit out here.
I bet.
Like, I'm just trying to pass through.
They're brutal.
Yeah, fuck the police out here, except for one, and
Shit,
that's my
fuck
uncle.
them. Fuck them everywhere. Except for, I mean, there's good ones. Obviously, there's good people and bad people everywhere of all kinds and professions and all that shit. But I don't know. I still don't trust no
Oh
bacon.
hell no, hell no. I shoot. I love my uncle. I really do. You
But you
know,
gotta be careful what you say around
yeah.
him.
I mean, no, but it was hella funny though because like when I was actively, you know,
Yeah.
banging,
Yep.
and we would like that, and we would have like a family function. It might be like an anniversary dinner, somebody's birthday, or you know whatever's going on.
Make sure
And
you
he
don't
come
bring
walking
no
in the
husband
room.
friends.
Keep in mind, he's like 6'5" and like a good almost 300 on him, right?
Oh, he is
You know,
scary. One.
the man the man was on America's Most Wanted because they was on the hunt for I forgot who it was. I didn't want to say it was a Night Stalker, but
Oh,
they did a special of America's Most Wanted, and my uncle was on there because he was the lead detective in the case before he got bumped up to captain. um, but yeah, every time I would see him, I'd just be like, "Oh shit, just don't. Let's just keep this conversation short."
right.
My wife, he caught an AK around to his chest, like kicking in the door in the project. So
Woo!
now
Oh shit.
it's out subpoenas. So anytime I get any paperwork to go to court, he always come and call a phone, talk what he's looking for. Hate that shit.
Mm, that's crazy.
Well, damn.
Yeah, he passes subpoenas out in my area. I'm like, man,
Yeah, them,
you couldn't find me. Can't do that. I was the goddamn book.
Shit.
yeah, you already know how they work.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, people out there, make sure you educate yourself on police law, and the
You're
law
right. Yep.
because there's two different laws. You have a police law and you have the law. The police go with the police law, but they
Hmm.
try to manipulate it with the law to try to stake their case. But if you know what it is, and particularly know the penal code numbers, because if you bust out them numbers, they really can't say shit to you.
That's when they start shitting themselves. They're like, God damn.
Oh, they're
Can't fuck
sweating
with this
bullets.
one.
Hey, well, you know what it spells if you take C off of cops, right?
Yep, yep, exactly.
You know what it is.
Yeah,
Nah, but
definitely know your rights and know them codes, like you said.
nah, you know what's fucked up though?
What?
The the ones who become cops that you went to school with, the same motherfuckers you was classmates with. You might even got into an argument with them or something. But now they wearing the badge, and now they be trying to
Now I think they're tough.
use their exactly. I'm like, shit, man, take that badge off.
I know one like that. You
I
got to
know a few like that.
hit him with that booze.
Yeah,
Like, and even the ones that I was cool with, I'm like, damn. I'm like, things change once you got that badge, huh?
everything changes.
Like the fuck I do to you? Oh, shit.
I'm just saying, just take your badge off, because once you take that badge off, you become one of me again. So
Right,
I
exactly.
got a legal right to beat your ass.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't even trust. They're gonna say, "Oh no, I have my badge on."
Right.
Uh-huh. I got something for you.
You gotta
You
take your
know,
badge off. You gotta come around that corner.
right. Exactly. But hey, you know what though? That's why anybody that got any bad thing to say about Pac really can't say shit about Pac. Because anybody that talks shit about Pac, I ask them one question. How many police officers have you shot at lately?
Right.
Because last time I checked, this man pulled out a gun, or actually, he actually got the gun and then busted at them two police officers and hit one of them.
They were off duty though, huh? Wasn't they?
Huh?
They were off duty.
Yep.
It does make a difference.
You know,
He
I,
didn't give a fuck.
mm-mm, at all. You know, but it's
My
just
son's
like,
father got an assault and battery on a police officer years ago.
oh,
They, they,
hey,
they don't take that shit lightly.
nah, they don't. They don't. I remember my OG. He had got into a high speed chase with the police out here. This is like hella years ago, and he ended up smashing his car into somebody's tree, right? And so the police had got him out, took him down to the station, and beat the fuck out of him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know some people that have like where the food you beat the shit out of.
Yeah, it's like
They're
all for a
fucked up.
fucking high speed chase.
They're
But
brutal. Even back in the day, because, yo, check this out. I've lived in this house, right? As I was moving in, the landlord told me, he said, there's a diary up there and like on above the cabinets. You know how like there's like little shelves above cabinets sometimes, like you can put
yeah,
like decorations up there or whatever. He goes, there's a diary up there that's been in this house for years. He was like, whatever you do, don't touch it. I'm like, what? I'm thinking to myself, yeah, okay. Now I really want to touch it.
right.
So, well, it turns out long story short, the man that lived there prior to this landlord, Peter, apparently he committed suicide in the basement.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the nail was still there that he, put the noose on and everything. It was
What?
in the what is it called? Boards on in the basement on, I think, rafters, whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't really think shit of that until like weird shit started happening. Like, my baby daddy, he would snore so damn loud. My pregnant ass would go out and sleep on the couch, right? I'm like, I can't sleep near you. I can't.
Right.
I have a hard time sleeping anyway. But he would wake up in the middle of the night thinking that I was in there sitting on his legs. Because he literally felt weight on his legs, like someone sitting on his legs, like he couldn't fucking move his legs and shit. And then like his cigarettes would disappear and like be in random cabinets and shit. And I'm like, you was probably just high as fuck and put him in there. And he's like, no, because he always left him on the same place because we went outside and smoked, you know. So he always left him in the same spot. So just weird shit was going on, right? And then my friend's like 14-year-old son had come over, and he was like, "Hey, Kara, have you named the ghost in here?" I was like, "What?" I go, "What ghost?" Even though I knew, you know what I mean? But I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, we both know there's a ghost in here. He's like, "Stop." He goes, did you name him? And I'm like, why would I name a ghost? And he goes, well, can we call him Gerald? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, Gerald it is, okay. So
Right.
more weird shit goes on or whatever. But come to find out, so when my son turned a year old, I had a huge birthday party for him. And the older guy, the elderly guy that lived next door, I invited him. He was nice. And he came over, and I was out on my deck talking to the guy. And I was like, hey, I go, do you remember the guy that lived here before Peter? And he was like, oh, yeah, yeah. He goes, he was a really good guy, you know, he was really depressed. He drank a lot. And yeah, he goes, he did end up committing suicide. And I go, down in the basement, right? And he was like, yeah. And I go, do you happen to know his name by any chance? And he goes, yeah, Gerald Martin. I almost shit.
Ooh.
I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, this kid actually knew this dude's name. And they
Wow.
say that, you know, like, I never believed in any of that shit until I actually witnessed it myself, you know? I'm like,
Right.
this is fucking weird. So back to the diary. The diary belonged to this man's daughter. And
Okay.
of course I read the shit, right?
Yeah.
And so back to the cop thing. All right, this bitch was a whole. I mean, she was skanky. Okay, let's just put it that way. Like talking about, I think I'm pregnant. I don't know if it's this guy or this guy type shit. Like I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
And like this dated back to like Blizzard of '78 time, because she was talking about like mattresses outside. Bringing mattresses outside to get down the street. Like, because I guess in that area was a lot of water rather than snow.
Uh-huh.
So they would like float down the street on their mattresses or some shit. I don't fucking know. But there was a part in there about she was out with one of her friends, and I think they were out there hoeing or something. But they got, yeah, that was it. They were out there ripping off tricks, like acting like they were hoeing. And then they would end up like, you know, like doing whatever, like I don't know, grabbing them by their thing or whatever and running their pockets. And
Uh-huh.
they came across 2 undercover state police and tried that shit with them. So they ended up bringing them to the police station, and she had written all this crazy stuff that these cops were doing to them, like titty twisters and shit like that, like twisting their nipple,
Oh,
like all this crazy shit. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, these cops were on some fuck shit way back then too.
yeah, facts.
Yeah, it's
You
pretty,
know, like that shit goes way like I said, this was back in the damn 70s.
Yep.
And so this shit's been going on for years. But back then it wasn't really like exposed like that.
Well, yeah, well, we
Or
had
they hid
computers,
it.
but we didn't have the internet.
Exactly.
Tech changed everything.
Hmm.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
I
You
want to
you
say I was
you
in high school when I first started. They it was just like they just brought computers in. I want to
I
say there was
remember
like
that.
IBMs or some shit or Aces
Yep.
or whatever. And all
Yeah,
we did on them was type and play little games or whatever. Because before
that's
that, we
it.
were just using typewriters, like actual typewriters.
Oh my goodness.
Ki-
Don't please,
Kids
please,
these days
please don't.
will never
Please,
know.
please don't. Please, no, no,
Nah.
no,
But yeah, like you
no.
said, the internet changed everything.
I'm having bad flashbacks of a typewriter right now.
I figured that. I'm like, yeah, let me just try to go. Oh, so,
I,
and back when I tried move when I did move out of that house, all right, there was a light going down to the basement. The light that's like above the stairs, and that light hadn't worked in like 6 months. No, we changed the light bulb, all that. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, it's an electrical issue, whatever. And the landlord just was like, but he didn't fix shit. So, no, like I said, this light had not worked in like 6 months. But as I'm bringing stuff up from the basement to move out, all of a
mhm,
sudden the light starts flickering, going on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on here? I think Gerald was trying
wow.
to tell me he didn't want me to go. Like, he didn't fuck with me. The only one he fucked with was my kid's father. He didn't mess with me. He didn't mess with the baby. I had a bull mastiff that would like stare at the wall, like right. It was like right above the area. It would be right where that nail was, but upstairs. And I'm like, I wonder if he like senses something over there. I don't know, but shit was weird for sure.
You had the
I never
conjuring
believed
going
in
on.
that shit until then. And then I even looked the dude up, and yeah, that was definitely his name. He definitely lived there. Because I found his obituary. Have you guys ever had experience with ghosts or whatever?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
have.
yeah.
I still like iffy on that.
You what, Lonnie?
I'm still iffy on that. Now my wife and them believe in all of that. Like they go and talk to like whoever talk like whoever they can talk to
The
people.
mediums or whatever?
I don't deal with that.
Yeah, man. That shit's. I mean, if I didn't see it for myself, I wouldn't. If I didn't experience all that myself, I wouldn't believe it. But I did.
Yeah. I had my first experience. I was I think I was like 14 at the time. I was like 14 or 15. Um, and I got up and I was
No,
going.
so you,
I was on my way to the kitchen to go get me some water. So as I'm walking down the hall, you got to make a right to go to the kitchen. So I make that right, and when I make that right, I see the spirit standing right there, looking dead at me.
Oh, whoa! You actually seen it? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and then it went away. Now, come to find out, well, in the town I grew up in, it's a lot of graves under a lot of those houses that they built. So every now and again, you get some weird stuff going on at night.
yeah. That around here they got a lot of like haunted places. They say it's haunted, but like I don't know.
Oh yeah, Lonnie, you live and from. the voodoo capital of the world.
Oh, I know.
So shoot, New Orleans got all kinds of stories,
Yes,
and I done heard about about a quarter of them because it's like way too many stories to even get to the half.
it's great.
But it definitely is a it definitely is a it's not a strange experience. It's not even like an enlightenment experience. It's just more of an experience of knowing that there is another side, another world, another realm.
When I
You
lived in
know,
a house, like I think a couple times, like I thought I seen shit, but like I always blamed it on the mojo at the time. That was,
oh, that does happen too.
man, that was actually fucked up.
You know, so yeah, it's a now nobody should be scared. And I know a lot of people begin, oh no, ghosts, I don't see ghosts. But then I'll be like, okay, well, if you're religious, we don't lost her. If you're religious, if you're just a spiritual person and you're not religious, if you're not any of those things,
Hey, that's
you
what my
know,
wife and her mom, because family is like very religious, like Catholic in hell. But then they'll go see a medium, and I'm like, that's supposed to be against your religion. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
exactly. But you know what they've been doing for years and years. They've been trying to group religion and actual spirituality and put it into one.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, actually, right now, I ain't gonna lie, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Another hour,
Uh-huh.
30 minutes. It'll be 2 years from when I found my father-in-law dead.
Oh, for
Oh,
real?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
5/14, July 19th. So by the time I'm on my way home in the morning, yeah, it's like the 2 year anniversary.
Oh
Wow.
man, that's tough.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, brother.
it's all good. Setting all the motherfucker.
Oh, yep,
Man.
absolutely.
Caught that Fetty Wap, huh?
Yeah,
Fuck.
Man, I've lost so many people to that shit. I've literally lost count. Honestly, it's so sad.
This shit crazy. This shit is
Yeah,
fucking crazy. But we all know who's doing this shit. So
yep.
yep. Yes, we
you know what
do.
I'm saying?
We know
they
where it came
they
from. What's going on? We
they
know the deal over here.
they say crack ain't doing it for us no more. We gotta up it up.
Yeah, we gotta up it up. We gotta up the heroin to fentanyl and up the fucking crack to meth.
Yeah, this
Let's
shit
have a
crazy.
bunch of zombies walking around. This shit's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, that's what California was looking like. At one point in time, you go outside, it'd be a fucking bunch of zombies outside because they done took a blast.
Yeah. Yo, one time I was walking back from the bus stop with my kid. Now this was a few years ago, and like I'm walking through the parking lot, and of course there was Bacon strolling through the parking lot at the same exact time, right next to me, right.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't give a shit at this point in time. I looked down, and my kid was about to step on a damn needle, a syringe, a needle that was just on the ground in the damn parking lot. So I pushed my kid. I did. I pushed him, not to hurt him, obviously, so that he didn't step on that fucking needle. So the cop stops, fucking gets out, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Excuse me?" I go, "Slow your roll, buddy. Pump the brakes." I go, "Look." I go, "Would you want your kid to step on that?" And he was like, "Oh, I go, yeah. I go, you can get your gloves and you can pick that shit up because I'm not. And I go, have a nice day. Like, don't fuck with me, dude. Like, I'm not like who the hell is just gonna up and push their kid, especially right knowing there's a damn cop right there.
Right.
You know what
You
I
got to be
mean?
out
Like,
your damn mind to
obviously,
do
I
some shit
did
like
it
that.
for a good reason. You know. So, yep, he went right into because there was an SUV. He popped the back of that shit. He put his gloves on, grabbed his damn shops container that he had in the back of there, and he picked that shit up and put it in the damn container. I was like, yeah, that's right. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
And but
Yeah,
you
like
know them shit, fucking needles in the damn parking lot in front of my fucking place. Like, come on, man. People are gross.
Mass is mad. I seen that shit. They had a lot of like documentaries about out there in Mass. Y'all got like it was bad out there.
Yeah,
Did
I
that
mean,
shit.
we got what they call methadone mile, and the old
Woo.
mayor Marty Walsh, he made this shit. Like, so basically, there's like methadone clinics on this place on this mile, right? And so I mean, I don't know. You guys, I'm sure you're aware that like drug dealers will specifically target people that are already addicts. Like they'll literally go to like NA meetings and like
Yeah.
AA meetings just to catch these people outside and fucking because he knows
Oh
that
shit.
they're weak. Yeah, and they'll sell them shit. And like that shit pisses me off. Like those people are there trying to get help and
Mhm.
here these motherfuckers come, you know, like I mean I'm not saying it's okay in any perspective really, but I have more respect for the motherfuckers that are just on the fucking street selling shit than these motherfuckers that actually go and target these people that
Yeah.
are trying to get help, you know what I mean? You know, if you're out there just trying to feed your family and shit, that's a little different. If you're selling something that ain't gonna literally kill someone in 2 seconds, like I don't know. But anyway, so this whole mile, methadone mile, okay, you got these clinics and shit or whatever, but you got all these drug dealers out there too, and so this whole mile is all like basically a whole mile of fucking zombies. Like there's people out
That's
there
crazy.
24/7 fucking high as fuck. And there's been times like I've gone live on my Instagram quite a few times. Um like just to show people the city because a lot of people want to see Boston and shit. So I'll go live as I'm cruising through the city and shit, but like I haven't gone down Methadone Mile yet because like just for traffic reasons, like I've like cut through other ways. But one day I am gonna go down there. I'm gonna show everybody. Like this is Methadone Mile. This is what the mayor did. The old mayor. This
Uh,
is what he did.
Educate the people. Educate the people. You know what I'm saying? Sure.
Yeah,
I would definitely do that because like especially for like
he knew what was gonna happen.
right. Yeah. Well, you know, because a lot of people that don't know about Boston may not realize that this is going on. So
Right.
to highlight that and to put it out there in the public and knowing that other places, you know what I'm saying, have kind of like the same thing going on, you know,
Hell yeah,
something
we got
can actively
homeless
be
everywhere. You
done.
know.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, I found was a problem. I mean, at first I thought like, okay, well, they got a safe place to go get high. But then I got to thinking about it. I was like, wait, hold up. But if they're going there to get high in a safe place, that means they're coming out the place super zooted, you know what I'm
Yep,
saying? And liable to get into anything. So
absolutely.
so I'm like, they need to cut that shit. And what they need to do is which they probably were not going to do, you know. But what they need to do is they need to cut that shit, take that money out of that shit, put the money back into these programs, Get these people into these programs. Get these motherfuckers cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Get them some type of job training. Try to get
Right.
them back into to be a civilian in society. Now, I'm not
Exactly.
saying everybody's going to cut out that way. You're still going to have your strayaways. But at least
They're
if you don't do
basically
something,
condoning all this shit.
right, if you don't do nothing, then the problem's going to get 1,000 times worse in just 5 years.
Yep.
It don't even take that long for this to, you know what I'm saying? Because homelessness has been a problem for a few decades now, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember
But
I remember being a kid and there was homeless people everywhere.
right, so you know, each decade you've seen it get worse
And
and
worse and
worse
worse.
and worse, and now you literally have homeless people on every single corner in every single city now.
And then you got the ones that act like they're homeless and they're
Mm,
not. They just
they think
out
this is
there trying with that cup trying to get that money. And at the end of the day, you see their asses go get in a damn Lexus or some shit. It's like, what?
the only way I would condone
And it
that.
makes me hesitant to give these people anything. And
Right,
I won't give them money. Like I'll get them food, waters, drinks, whatever. I will not give them money. Like, 'cause I'm not supporting their drug habit or whatever. And if it's just somebody that's not even really homeless and shit, like the fuck, hell no, fuck you. But
yeah,
like, if it's someone I know, actually, I'll go in, I'll get them food if I'm getting food and I see them out there. You know what I mean? Like,
right,
but I'm not gonna contribute to the other shit. Fuck that.
right. Now, yeah, so the only way I would condone that, you would have to be a regular person driving a fucking Honda, right?
Yeah, maybe you just lost your job or something and need
You
to
know what I'm
feed your
saying?
kids.
Well, I'm not even going in that direction. But going out there, you still got your home, you know, you still got a job, you know what I'm saying? You just a regular person, right? But you out there collecting money. So what you do after you collect the money, you give it to the homeless.
Yeah,
You give it to the
yeah,
homeless. Now, if you
yeah.
riding around in a Benz and shit like that, well then shit, you need to be doing that just off top because you got the money. All you gotta do is just go get the product.
Right?
Hey, you ever seen like the football teams? Like they be like little bitty ass kids out there asking for money.
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
it's wrong. Like you shouldn't be teaching like little kids to beg for money like that. Like it's
Hell no.
exactly. Like,
maybe teach
remember I was just talking about Malcolm Butler
Oh, yep.
wanting all that money just to get a picture with him and shit? And I was like, well, if he was putting it to charity, then yeah, but no, that wasn't the case.
yeah, I seen them out there with their football helmets like flipped over begging for money and shit. I'm like, y'all need to do a car wash, do something and earn the money. You don't just go red like
I
begging.
don't really see them. I remember. Don't you guys remember? I'm sure back in the day when kids was out there doing them car wash things,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really like. I don't really see that so much anymore. And they were out there actually earning the money for their teams and shit.
I'd rather that than put them on the corner and beg for like a homeless person.
Right. Or they'd be outside in front of the grocery stores and shit.
I'm like, I'm like, if it's not no Girl Scout cookies, man, I'm not trying to see nothing outside of the store.
That shit killed.
He wants some Thin Mints.
I seen some
You already know.
New Orleans jumping in the little wishing fountain and stealing the change out the wishing fountain.
Oh hell, I seen that shit before. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, like, and they say that mama sent them to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Shit. When I was a kid, I had to go to the damn store with them paper food stamps,
Mm-hmm.
put notes from my mom to get her cigarettes, her cools, like shit. And they would give them to me. I'd be like 7 years
Oh yeah.
old.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Breaking all kinds of laws. So I'm
Yeah.
like, it's crazy because if you just look at life and you realize that there's a lot of cherry picking going on. Like You could
Yep.
do this breaking the law, but you can't do this breaking the law. When are we making levels of breaking the law? Breaking the law is breaking the law, right? Regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
So if I'm 7 years old and I have a note from my mama to go get some cigarettes for her, and you as a grown man is still selling cigarettes to a minor.
A little ass kid.
Right. So when I
A
so
damn
when I hit
second grader.
15 and 16 and I go into the store and try to buy a beer, you like, no, I can't help you. You gotta be 21. What?
Oh
I'm the
no,
same. I'm the same
they
person that
don't,
came in here when I was 7 years old to buy cigarettes for my mama, but now I
right?
can't come in here and buy a beer for myself.
I have to write a note with my mama's name on it.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Yo, there
real.
was plenty of times I did that shit. But
Yeah.
then, like, they would sell me booze and shit when I was like 16. Uh, like once I was like, let's see, I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 12, 13. And I would just go to the gas station up the street and they would give them to me. But I would buy the same kind that my mama smoked so that they would think they were for her, you know?
Good move.
But yeah, and the liquor store, they did this actually, but mostly, see, this is like, all right, so this is when I did contribute to the homeless getting fucked up. I admit my wrongs. I but I didn't know. I mean, I was a damn teenager. I was doing what I had to do to get me some 40s. And these homeless people, they would be right outside the liquor store. So I'd be like, yo, you go in there and get me 2 40s of St. Ides and I'll buy you a 40. And they would do it. So we had the homeless people, like all you had to do was buy them a 40 and they'd buy you whatever the fuck you wanted.
You is really showing our age right now.
Hey,
She said
you don't have to
40s.
say you're the same age as
And
me.
then, and then she could have said the 800. No, she said 40s of St. Oz.
St. Ides of the OE. Shit.
Oh, that shit. Hey, that shit used to be lit
Malt
though.
liquor. The 40 ounce. Remember they used to actually have commercials?
Yep.
Like,
That shit used to be lit.
malt liquor. The
I put my
40
40 in
ounce.
the freezer because I want to
I
get
remember
bent
that part.
tonight. Yeah.
For
That
a
shit right there.
little, for the homies.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
90s
even
was
drink
dope.
no more, but I did have two
Yeah.
beers at the Red Sox game, but that was it. Like before that, I don't remember the last. I'm not a drinker. I like to have control of what I'm doing, know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I haven't had a drink in over 10 years.
You said 10 or 2. Either way,
10.
congratulations. 10?
Over, no, over 10.
Wow.
Uh,
Mm.
I'm on my 12th year now.
Holy shit! Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I had to. It was like when the doctor tells you it's a good thing
Oh
you
yeah.
came in because you was like 48 hours away from seeing your maker.
Yep.
So I said,
Okay.
"Oh shit, okay, yeah. So what's going
It's
on with
time.
me?"
Like it's
Like I am not
time.
playing with it.
Yeah, I stick to
So
my weed. The Most High gave it to us. It's natural. It's a damn plant. Fuck out of here. It ain't killing nobody.
yeah, I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke. I'm gonna smoke some more.
That's right.
You know, and the crazy thing is too, because like I've
I mean,
always
some people
smoked,
can drink and
but
be all right, but
yeah, see, I was a drinker. You
what
know,
would you
I
drink? Like hot liquor?
oh yeah, I was a liquor guy. I drunk beer too, but beer just didn't hit me the same way. So I go
Beer
straight for the liquor.
before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, and you're in the clear.
Yeah,
I
you
guess
know,
that's how it went.
I go to the club and take down 7 Long Islands with 4 shots of Hennessy, or maybe it might be Patron, depending if I pop the pill or not that night.
Oh yeah, I used to fuck with them Long Islands.
Yeah, them Long Islands. Whoo! Oh my goodness, them things are so good.
Yeah,
They're so good.
and then I think I was like 17. Yeah, I was 17 when I started going into the bars.
Oh, okay.
I had an ID though. It just wasn't mine.
Hey, let me use your ID.
I looked like her, except she had really curly hair. But I'm like, yeah, I just straightened my hair today.
Kids, we are not advocating underage drinking. We are not
Mm-mm.
advocating fake
No,
IDs. We're not
do not
advocating none of
do it.
that. We're just talking about our experiences.
And it's for educational purposes. We're trying to tell you, do not do these things at
Stay in
all.
school. Stay in school. Play
Stay in
sports.
school, play
Become a
sports.
scientist or something.
Yep. Play with computers, put them shits together or whatever. Just don't do
Oh,
anything we did.
right, exactly. Do the opposite. Do the opposite of what we did. Because
Yeah.
you see, all the people that actually paid attention to school and stayed in school and said we're not going to have a life is now sitting on top of the hill in a fat ass house with like 20 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You
With
know,
a
because they
five-car garage
right because they done
filled
came
up
up
with
with
cars.
something. You know, so it's okay to be a nerd, kids. Be nerds.
I definitely, yeah. I want my kid to be a nerd.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what
Oh,
like shit. Fuck that. Like you don't have to be one of the cool kids. You know what I mean? Like
right.
do your own thing.
Yeah.
Most
See, and that.
kids
Oh, go
don't
ahead, Lonnie.
nobody. I said the mother kids in their class don't care about them.
Right.
Your friends with barely anybody I went to school with.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Facts.
absolutely.
You know, because I never went out my way to try to be like the most popular because I didn't give a fuck about any of that. You either
Me
fucking with
either.
me or you're not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You either
I
with
hung
the
with
gang or you're
everybody.
not. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just it was just my reputation. Just, you know, people knew me around the town. You know what I'm saying? People knew who I was. They was
Right.
like, oh, that's so and so, you know.
You was
So
probably like me. You could sit at whatever table in the lunchroom. Go make
yeah,
your rounds.
yeah, because I didn't fuck with nobody. But everybody knew
Yeah.
if you cross that line with me, yeah, you might be sucking soup through a straw. You know, so and I stayed fighting, so you know I just built up a reputation, and you know, of course, you know, you got them people that want to try to test you or whatever, but I got a lot more respect because of my reputation, you know, and not even just for the fighting, it was just for being a solid one, like never backing down and standing on something, and
Right.
being a teenager, you know, as a teenager, you're not standing for nothing. You're not standing on nothing. You're just there.
And if you do get in a fight, you're not gonna win every one. You know, it's
Oh
just
well,
just stand your ground. Oh, you taking the trophy over here? I see.
you know, I'm just saying, I've never kissed the ground. Um, I've never had a blackened eye. I've had a cut lip, and I've swollen my wrist, but that was because I swung wrong. But yeah, you know, I've never lost a fight. That one,
I'd
Okay.
say I lost one.
and I'm not bragging about that either. I'm not bragging about that.
I had an older. Well, my brother's 13 months older than me. He would beat my ass just to teach me how to fight.
Oh, and you know what? If I had a sister growing up, I'd probably be doing the same thing too.
Yeah, me and
hmm
my sister are 16 months apart, so I get it.
I mean, I thanked him later. You know what I mean? Then I wasn't so happy about it, but
Oh yeah, because that's a lot of pain you got to endure.
Yeah, he's a big dude. But it's okay. Actually, a friend of mine, David, he one day, like my kid was talking about this kid at school that fucking punched him or whatever, and I was like, what? I'm like, you didn't knock his ass the fuck out? He was
Right.
like, well, I didn't want to get in trouble and then get in trouble, and I was like, I said, if you get in trouble at school for defending yourself, I'm not gonna be mad at you. I'm like, you won't be in trouble at home. I'm like,
Exactly.
I said, if it's a girl, that's a different story. You do not put your hands on a girl no matter what. I said, but I said, if it's a boy and he puts his hands on you, knock his ass the fuck out. So my friend Dave, like, actually let him practice punching him in the face.
Woo.
And he was like, damn, he's like, that boy hits hard. His face was all red. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, no. But my kid at first, he was like, no, I don't want to hit him. He's cool. I like him. I don't want to hit him. I'm like, but he was like, just do it. Go ahead, B. And he did it. So I'm like, all right, I ain't worried about this kid. And
Yeah.
now
See,
he's older and bigger too. So yeah. But
yeah.
we're
I
not
taught my
condoning
daughter how to fight.
fighting kids. We're just condoning, I mean, defend yourself. Don't,
Right.
can't say,
Exactly. And that's why I told my daughter, because I taught her
oh,
how to
that's
fight.
right. She whooped that boy's ass, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. The one thing my dad taught me was always defend yourself,
Yep, my pops too.
and if they cross you, handle your business.
My
Mm-hmm.
dad taught me one thing.
Huh?
My dad only taught me one thing:
What's
What's
that?
that?
how not to show up at the family's house.
How not to kill what?
How not to show up at the family's house.
Oh, okay.
That's all he ever.
I
That's
I
it.
feel that. Nah, I feel that because that because like my dad, me and him, like I didn't meet my dad until I was well, I didn't find out that I had a dad until I was 8 years old. I didn't meet my dad until I was 9.
Shit, I hadn't seen my dad since I was
Mhm.
12 till like January of this year.
Woo!
Wow. That must have been interesting in January.
Well, it was at my great grandma's funeral, so like it was
Yeah, that
I
Oh,
didn't really like do what I wanted to do.
right.
yeah,
You didn't get to have much interaction with them.
There, I don't want much of it anyway, but it's all good.
yeah. That's one thing I am happy about, that me and my dad actually got to sit down and talk a year before he had a transition. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because our relationship was rocky. It was up and down. There was a lot of confusion. I always felt like I wasn't getting told the truth. So that was
Yeah,
one
I
of the things
feel that.
that I kind of was like, okay, I hear what you're saying, and I hear what my mama's saying, but I just feel like y'all not telling me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So and back then it was always like, I'm the parent and I'm talking down to you. I'm not
Right.
talking to you. You know what I'm saying? So by this time, I'm like 20. Let's see. He passed in 2011. That was 2010. So I was 31. Yeah, I was 31. So now it's not a man talking to a boy. It's a man talking to another man
Right.
with a child that actually has lived a little bit now. So now,
Okay.
what I'm saying, you can't skate around not
You're my
telling me things,
child. Yeah.
right? Because exactly, because I'm a parent too, and I've lived a little bit.
Teach me
So
what not to do.
right, you know what I'm saying. So we had like it was about a 3 almost 4 hour conversation,
Oh, okay.
and and he he apologized. Now he's apologized before, but that was more out of guilt for not being around the first 8 years of my life than actually being genuine. But this time I took it as being genuine. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a
Yeah.
kid, so I could comprehend it better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You comprehend, read the body language, all that.
And so we was getting ready to, you know, plan a family reunion and all kinds of shit. And that was the last time I ever talked to him. And if and I'm putting this on public record because I just don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, why would you?
If I ever see my dad's wife in person again in my life, it's gonna be the last time she sees my face. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Take it how you want to. Fuck that bitch.
On that note, my dad's girlfriend right before he passed, that bitch already knows if I ever see her again. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, because look, for a whole year,
And I don't speak to my mother either. I'll put that on public record too. Fuck that bitch too.
I feel it.
I
You
feel it.
know,
I got that with my dad for real.
for a whole year, I was trying to get in contact with my dad. My grandmother was trying to call her son. She couldn't get in contact with him. We're leaving messages and everything. And then I get a call from my grandmother talking about, I'm at the hospital. I found where your dad was at. He has 48 hours to live. He's dying of
Oh
cancer.
no.
I said, what? And then just to rub it in even more, this raggedy bitch was trying to keep me out of my dad's obituary.
Wow. Oh hell no. Fuck that bitch.
My family had to check that bitch just so, you know what I'm saying? Shoot,
Yeah, that ain't right.
I'm his son. I'm his son. Remember that shit. I
I'm
ain't worried about my step siblings.
yeah, I'll be mad.
Shit.
Put me in my dad shit. Leave me out that motherfucker.
I feel you now because I was on that note at one time too.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know what I'm saying?
mean,
I was like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he and I'm not gonna sit here and act like you know he didn't try because a lot of that shit I was so angry that I didn't want to even try to put an effort into it. So I kept pushing him away. And then
mhm,
eventually he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna let my son have that because obviously he don't want to talk to me. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be there, basically. And he doesn't want to give me that. And I understand that. So I'm just gonna give him time. And when he's ready to reach out, he can reach out. And that's exactly what happened. He gave me
right.
that time. He gave me that time, and I reached out to him.
I'm glad you did have that time with him and have that talk and all that.
I mean, I'm gonna spin an image of him. I'm like his twin.
Damn, daddy was ugly too.
Shut up. Man, see, I'm the opposite. I
Give me
have, I've
brother.
always had respect for my dad. I've always, I'm a daddy's girl. And I'll put whatever, I'll put my business out there, whatever. But long story short, my mother kept me and my brother, kept my dad away from us for 5 years. I was probably like 3. Wait, yeah, I was probably like 3 because then I didn't see him again until I was like 8. And she lied and said that he moved to Florida to go be with his new girlfriend because he didn't love us anymore.
Wow.
Nah, bitch, I found out the truth. Okay, now during these 5 years, mind you, she would still bring us over to see his side of the family,
Uh-huh.
but she gave them stipulations like he
Oh
better not
hell.
be there. So my aunt and uncle lived next door to each other. So if
Mm-hmm.
we were at one house, he had to go over to the other house. And then when we went over there,
What?
he had to switch. Yeah, fucked up shit, right? And then like years later, I found a whole fucking box of cards and shit that my dad sent us throughout those 5 years. And yeah, just like it was evil because turns out that the reason why he left, he said because like he had a heart attack and he was okay after that, but he thought he was gonna die. And he was like, he was like, I never believed her anyway, just because the way she treated me and shit. And then when I found that box of cards, like I was probably like 10 when I found that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And um, but he was like, Kara, I gotta tell you, you know, the truth. And he was like, don't say nothing to your brother though, because hopefully my brother's not watching this. And no, he ain't watching this. Because I never told my brother because I promised my dad I wouldn't, and my brother wouldn't believe it because he's such a mama's boy. But
Mm-hmm.
my dad told me, he was like, the reason why I left, he goes, did I leave to go to Florida because I had to go to be with another woman? No. He goes, did I get another girlfriend while I was there? Yeah, I did. You know, he goes, but that's not why I left. He goes, I didn't even know another woman in Florida then. He goes, I left because I didn't want to kill your mother and his best friend that he caught her with. So she was busy banging his best friend while he was out working his ass off, working 2 to 3 jobs to take care of us. And she's with his best friend. And he came home
That's
and found and he came home to that shit.
mm.
So he was like, he goes, I would have left you with no parents. He goes, I would have been in prison for the rest of my life and your mother would be dead. He goes, so I had to leave until I could get my head straight. And then I came back. So I'm like, this fucking bitch. And that's not why I don't talk to her today. You know, she's just an evil bitch. So, like
That's
I said,
not
I'm the
something.
opposite, you know, and I lost my dad. It'll be 5 years in September that he passed away.
Mm.
And the bitch that he was with, for whatever reason, like, to be honest, I think she fucking had part, because he was in he got out of the hospital and like to like pass it home. And instead of
Uh,
like hospice and shit, she was like, I'll do it, whatever, you know. But her story changed 3 times
uh-oh.
about fine, and not only that, she said, you know, her story about finding him passed, changed 3 fucking times, and then I find out that she's not even the one that found him. It was the roommate, this male, a guy roommate that he had, and he's the one who found him. Now this man refuses to speak to me. So there's definitely some weird shit going on in there, right? Now check this. She wouldn't let me in that house. And so I didn't have access. I couldn't get his social security number to give him a proper, you know, like I couldn't
Right.
do anything with his body without his social security number. So she's like, she tried telling me his wallet got stolen at the hospital when he was in there and blah blah blah. Nah, bitch, you waited for that next fucking check to hit the direct deposit. Took that shit, like, man. But so I ended up having to get his social security number in a different way. I won't say how I got it, but yeah, like, and then, oh, and when I did go to the house, she came out the house and started flipping out. Now I was there with the landlord. That's his
Mhm.
house. This bitch wasn't even on the lease. But because she was living in
What?
there and had mail go to that address, that poor old 80-something-year-old man had a fight to get her out of that house.
Wow, that fucking loophole.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? And this bitch, like, this bitch is a, oh man. So I'm there with the damn landlord because he wanted to, go in the house and shit. She wouldn't let us in. Now I told her ahead of time we were coming. She wouldn't let us in. She ended up getting in my face, screaming at me like, "Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here! You fucking!" I'm like, "Whoa! What the fuck did I do to you? You fucking crazy bitch!" And then
Wow.
she's starting to call the cops on me, and I'm like, "Go ahead!" I'm like, "Do it! I dare you! I dare you!" And the only
Oh,
reason why I didn't knock her the fuck out was because that poor old man and my brother was standing right there too, looking at me like, "Don't fucking do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!" I could just tell by his eyes. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't want to get her blood on me anyway. The nasty ass hoe, junky ass bitch. This bitch literally stripped when her dad passed away. Her own dad. She went in there and stripped that entire house of all the copper.
what? Oh,
Now
that's a tough one to lose.
I had to. She was a whole dope fiend. I warned my pops about her. She was like 16 years younger than him, and I warned him about her.
Oh,
Yeah,
tender. He had a tenderoni. She's the
yeah,
sweetest little girl.
yep, fucking bitch. And I knew people that had gone to school with her and shit. Like, I knew all about this bitch. And I told him, and I'm like, and he didn't want to hear what I had to say, of course, But I was
Right.
like, Dad, I'm not telling you this, like, be out of, like, I want you to be happy. I go, but if I don't tell you this shit and shit goes down, like, I'm like, you're dealing with a whole junkie bitch, like, what the fuck? And, yeah, he didn't want to hear it. He thought I just, didn't want to be happy or whatever. But no, that was not the case. I was just, shit. If I didn't say anything, that shit would have ate away at me, He needed to know that. But he learned, he learned. But yeah, now I really think, and so by the time all that shit went down, like, I told them I wanted a full talk screen and shit, and they were like, "Well, it's kind of too late. Like, it would be, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And she did that shit on purpose. In my eyes, she would not give me any access to any of his shit. And then she finally did let my brother in there, and I had already gotten his information before she let my brother in there. And we was in there like 10 minutes and found one of his old IDs with his social security number right on it. I was like, see this fucking bitch. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Sometimes all you can do is just laugh at that shit. Cause it's like,
Right?
I
But
know
I really
you
think
just
she
hella
fucking,
trifling.
yeah, like, bitch, did you kill my dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she my wife and her dad. Cause like my wife's dad, they say committed suicide in a hotel in Mississippi, but
Uh,
we with wife's son's gun, so like it's still fishy.
Wow.
whoa.
Like
Yeah.
we ain't seen none of like all the reports and everything. That thing.
Shoot, 2 words. Life insurance.
Hey.
Yeah.
And the wife that he was with got all his
Uh-huh.
1K, all of that shit.
Ah,
Wow.
these motherfuckers hella trifling.
Wow. Oh, and then this bitch went and was talking all this shit to my aunt, like saying I said all this shit that I didn't. So my aunt didn't want to talk to me, and she was like, apparently she said to my brother, she was like, Kara can pay for everything herself. So whatever, fuck you. I did. I paid for my everything for my dad to, fuck you.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, my brother did. My brother did end up giving me half of the money, but like originally, yeah, I paid for that shit. I did all that shit all by myself, and that was the hardest. Well, actually, the hardest thing I have ever had to do in my life was tell my son that his grandpappy had passed away.
Oh man. Oh man. I remember when I had to tell my daughter.
Yeah, that was rough.
That shit was, yeah. Oh my goodness. Because he passed that night. So she was already asleep.
Mm,
And so I was like, I was debating on whether or not I should wake her up and tell her or just wait until the morning.
yeah.
You
Did you wait till the morning?
No,
Yeah. Wait,
no,
how old was
because
she?
oh, she was she was 11 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So and she and my daughter has this thing like if you don't tell her something important that has to do with the family, she gonna feel some type of way about that. And that's
Yeah.
understandable. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's like don't leave me out just because I'm a kid. I want
Yeah.
to know too. That was my grandfather. Yeah, he got on my nerves and he would do shit, but that was my grandfather. He did a lot of good shit for me. I love him. So it's like, I woke her up, I told her, and of course you already know what the reaction was. And
Mm,
so I sat there and consoled her and I'll say one thing about her, she's a tough one. She's a
yep.
tough
She sounds like a tough one just from what I've heard you say, about her
Well,
so far.
well. The thing about it is, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but something about being an Aquarius is just something special.
Well, plus she's being raised by a good man too.
Yeah, we are both Aquariuses, and you know what our numbers is?
Uh,
What?
we can go with that
7-11.
Oh wow.
What'd you say, Lonnie?
Here we go again.
banging.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yo,
I'm just
Jay,
saying.
you just reminded me of something else about this bitch. When my dad originally went in the hospital, like I kept calling him and shit, and I'm like, why isn't he answering the damn phone? Like I would call him like every damn day, and this bitch didn't tell me for like freaking 16 days or whatever. He was in the hospital already.
What the fuck?
And I'll tell you what, I was right by that hospital. I was there in that area at least 8 times within them damn days. Like I could have gone and seen him. I'm like, are you fucking serious? You fucking bitch.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to jail.
Like I literally had to once when my dad passed, and then like she started doing all that fuck shit, and then I was finding more shit out and here and there. And I'm like, oh hell no! Like I purposely have to not go where I think she's gonna be, or areas I think she's gonna be at.
Oh yeah.
My son needs me.
It's gonna get kind of ugly.
I'll tell you what, I
Look
got
like Willoughby.
I got text messages from when I even said something to her about like I'm like, you killed my dad, you fucking bitch. Like, I mean, basically, was what I wrote. And she just wrote back, like, fucking calling me all kinds of shit. She never said, no, I didn't kill your dad. I don't know if that was me, I'd be like, how fucking dare you accuse me of fucking killing someone? You know what I mean? Like, she didn't even go there. She just went, she danced around that fucking thing.
Oh well, you know,
So that makes
if you get
me even
guilty,
more.
when
Yeah.
you're guilty, you gonna show yourself.
Mm-hmm. The Most High is going to expose your ass, bitch. So, I mean, that shit gonna come out sooner or later.
I sit back and be like, yeah, keep exposing yourself. I like
Yeah,
this type of entertainment.
And see, my
Shoot.
wife,
right?
like the report on her dad. We got to find out what town in Mississippi he was in. I don't even know.
Damn, that shit crazy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
it's
that's
'cause
just it.
his wife's got all the paperwork, all the information. Like he didn't like he killed himself supposedly, and well, and then like I think it was like 3 or 4 days later, they didn't even call my wife. They sent her a text message like, "Look, we just want to let
See,
you know." So, like,
That,
some
you
ain't
know,
adding up
I
about that.
got a text message about my dad too. I'm like, are you fucking serious?
yeah, and then come to find out, they said it was with her son's gun. He left and went to a hotel and killed himself. But
Hmm.
Some ain't adding up about that.
then she went cleared out
No.
because it was all to her since they was married.
Yo, my neighbor upstairs, her
Uh-huh.
fucking, I'm like talking low in case she's like, well, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. Um, her son killed his own dad, um, just a couple of years ago.
Shit.
Let me see. It's fucked up. Let me see. I just had the article. Hold on. Can you hear me still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. If I kick myself out, I'll come right back. But I want to find this article. You guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
can't be no worse than
Uh,
yeah.
Say what?
no,
It can't be no worse than the one I shared.
Oh,
But
right?
oh,
Yeah,
oh.
that's
Woo.
crazy. No, that's yours is worse. I think, but
a friend of mine killed a guy at a hotel, saying that it was supposed to be a chick coming to the hotel from a party line. And it ended up being a guy, but it was like proving that he was messing with guys.
Man, that shit. Oh,
I
that
wish
shit is
I could.
crazy as
I
hell.
wish I could screen. Yeah, that's crazy. I wish I could screen share from my phone so you could see what this dude looks like. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Now this happened like I don't know, like 15 minutes south of Boston, but a Norfolk County grand jury has indicted a Weymouth man accused of killing his father by suffocating him and then trying to bury his body. The indictments charge William Walling Jr., 38, with murder and rape. You heard that right? Murder and rape.
Woo.
Yeah, like,
The indictments transfer Walling Jr.'s case from Quincy District Court to Norfolk County Superior Court, where more serious crimes are tried and defendants can face longer sentences if convicted. He does not yet have an arraignment date filed. Wait, where's the damn? Okay. Walling Jr.'s father, 61-year-old William D. Walling Sr., was found dead in May with a knotted plastic bag over his head in the home that the pair shared on Lockmere Avenue in Weymouth. A police report filed with court detailed the family members went to check on the men, but found the doors of the house locked. The family was able to get in through the garage and found the elder Walling dead in a hallway with the younger Walling in another room watching TV, according to the report. So the dude killed his pops and then was just sitting there watching TV.
Mm-mm.
Investigators said a large amount of blood pooled inside and underneath the shopping bag over Walling Sr.'s head. Police said they found a wheelbarrow in the home in a several-foot deep hole in the backyard. In Walling Jr.'s pocket was a receipt from a home improvement store. He bought saws and a 40-pound bag of lime, police said. Walling Jr. told police that he was trying to move his father with the wheelbarrow because he was too heavy. Prosecutors said state medical examiners conducted an autopsy and cited manual asphyxiation, being strangled, as Walling Sr.'s cause of death. An initial police report did not mention sexual assault, nor was Walling Jr. arraigned on sexual assault charges in the district court. But Weymouth police referred questions about the rape indictment to the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, which did not immediately respond to requests for comment. I did find out that he did it after the fact, after he was already dead, is when he raped him. I found that, but that's disgusting. Like, what the fuck? Oh, and it says the murder was shocking but not surprising, with friends having misgivings about his son. Walling Sr. told family members that he had to sleep with one eye open because of his son's recent behavior, according to the police report. Oh, he's also accused of punching his father in the face several times last year. He was charged with assault and battery on a person older than 60 in a case that's still pending. So he already had a pending case for punching his dad in the face. And then he goes and rapes and kills him.
That's
Damn, he was Nico Worldwide shit.
Man.
Yeah. And now this woman is the biggest damn bitch, but she... Did I kick myself off?
No, you still on?
Oh, okay. I can't see the damn stream out thing, but whatever. So, she goes around talking about the shit. And then, like, she gets mad when anybody says anything, though. But whatever. I mean, like, that's crazy. And I guess now, because she goes, like I said, she tells everybody this shit. The son wants her to go to court and testify about his childhood. So, I guess she's, like, looking nervous about it. Like, what went on in his childhood, lady?
Right.
I know that she didn't even really see him. Like, he told me once, like, because when she first moved here, I would talk to her until I realized she was a fucking widow. And, like, she told me, like, she didn't have her, because she has a younger daughter, too, with a different father. And
that would be crazy shit if, like, in his childhood, like, the dad, like, sexually assaulted him.
I think that may be the case, by the looks of it, right?
And
that would make sense.
But why did he wait till after he was dead to rape him? That's the weird part.
Because
maybe he killed him too quickly.
Maybe he technically was still alive when he started. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's some weirdo shit right there.
Yeah. I wish I could have screenshot just so you could see this dude's face.
He needs to think about a better way to get rid of the body. The backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, and it was a shallow grave too. It was only like several feet. Shit wasn't 6 feet deep or nothing.
Yeah.
And he bought that bag of lime to, like, try to, hide the shit. And he bought saws. So what? You were planning on cutting the body up?
That's gonna make a mess in the house.
Yeah, I think he decided against it because he told them that he had the wheelbarrow out because his pops was too heavy to move him.
That's a lot of meat and bone.
Cut him up in the hole. Once you got him in the hole.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's if he doesn't mind hearing bones crack.
Yeah. But yeah, that was some crazy shit, man.
If you ever clean like a deer or something like that, I think you could clean the body.
Mm, you know,
Oh,
like, and she's like, I can't believe my son did that. And then other times she was like, well, I should have known.
Yeah, I wouldn't do anybody like I actually like in my family or anything, but I can see a situation where you accidentally like get into it with somebody and they die, and like fuck,
Yeah,
we gotta cut that bitch up. We gotta go.
right. Circumstances alter cases. You
hmm.
know, but I don't know. We don't know what the fuck went on in this kid's childhood and why does he want her to take the stand. Oh, but the daughter, I know she doesn't have the daughter because, like, she told me, like, that she's like, I can't even try to get her back because they want to take a hair follicle test. And she like told me like they find all kinds of cocaine and shit. Like, so
Ooh,
this bitch is a whole cokehead, fucking drunk. Cause it's when she's like all fucked up and drunk. Like if I see her outside, she like starts fucking telling me her life story and shit. And I'm
oh
like,
shit,
bitch, fuck
good.
up. Like I don't even fuck with you like that. Like I don't even talk to this bitch. Like I'll try and just walk right by her, but
Right.
Yeah, don't
sometimes you can't really avoid people. But yeah, she's weird. Very strange. Like what went on?
Tell the truth.
Yeah,
know how the fuck you let somebody suffocate you with a grocery bag.
yeah.
Like God,
He
Right.
shit. It was knotted top shit. I don't know. Like would he come up behind him and fucking I don't know, but he was found. I don't think it said it in that report, but I remember reading that he was found like so. Basically, he was found face down, ass up.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's hella crazy.
Uh
And then
huh.
you finish that and go sit down and watch TV after you don't want got the fuck shovels
Yeah. Like what?
after you want in a wheelbarrow.
He looks psychotic in that damn mugshot picture, man. He looked like his fucking pupils were like fucking humongous. Like he hadn't slept in days. Like he was on some kind of meth or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
But he definitely wasn't in his right mind. That's for sure. Well, I
He
don't know what
definitely
he
on something.
normally looked like.
that's
But
crazy.
and she tried saying she's like, well, a lot of people are going crazy during this, plan thing. I'm not gonna whatever that thing that made us stay home all the time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she's like, people are going crazy during this, and a lot of people are doing stuff like that, like trying to defend it. Like, bitch,
A lot of people killing their
Man, what's
dad.
going on,
if
Jesse?
if you don't shut the fuck up, you know, go sit your ass down somewhere. Like, ain't nobody condoning that shit.
Yeah, for real. For real. But hey, y'all,
Right.
I'm about to go ahead and end this. I'm about to go lay my hands down.
I'm about
Yeah,
to
go get you some sleep. It was nice talking to you guys. I'm probably gonna run over to the store and then probably do my little morning shit
Oh,
talk.
okay. Well, thank you for coming through again.
Thanks for having me. And I didn't mean to talk so much, but
Oh
like,
no, it's all good.
that's what we
Shoot,
do.
yeah, that's what we're here for, right?
exactly.
I don't know if anybody's in the chat, but peace to y'all, and much love to both of you gentlemen, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.
All right,
Y'all
you too.
Thank you. Peace.
Peace. All right, Lonnie. Sure. Any final words?
Nah, I'm out. I'm good.
Okay, sure. I'll tap in with you. All right. Hey, Jesse, what's going on? Shoot. You came through late this time, but you know what I'm saying there's always the next time. Um, so but yeah, like I was saying before, this Thursday it's a special live. We're gonna be honoring my homeboy on his C day, and we're gonna have the homies slide through, and we're gonna be sharing stories and you know having a good time and celebrating our brother's life, and and of course got the sports thing. Make sure y'all go over there and sub up to Smoked Out Sports with J Militant. Um, and yeah. So with that being said, you know how we end this every single time. Whatever you do in life, keep it militant, stand on your square, and never let nobody knock you off. Till next time, y'all have a good night. Peace.